The Play's the Thing, with your host, Judy Sleed. Now here's Judy.
Love me and love.
Well, I just have to tell you that the last time Seth Redless did a new promo on me, his question was, name, from the top of you had 12 people who were on your show, and I just couldn't think of anybody. Can you imagine that, Jeff?
You couldn't think of, like, me, your son?
Yeah, I mean, I interviewed you and I couldn't think of you. How
Well,
did
Mom,
that happen?
Sometimes I forget about you, too. But, you know, Michael Dickerson, the
Yes.
director of the show, wanted to bring to your attention that this is a celebration of sorts. It's a taste of and a toast to your 268th show. So he got us some champagne.
Oh, how wonderful.
And he wants me to open this.
Yeah, well, careful.
Should I be pointing it at my eye?
Oh.
No, point it at your eye.
Careful.
Okay.
My gosh, careful.
All right.
Oh, you did it. You're a genius.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So to your 268th show,
Yes.
Mother?
No wonder I'm so tired doing so many shows. It's
I think that's a record for
incredible.
the network. I think you surpassed Lois.
Yes, you think so?
I'm just making this up.
Well,
Cheers to 268. May you have another
L'chaim.
268 shows.
oh, thank you.
Are we allowed to drink on TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is delicious.
It's great. I may have had some too fast, but anyway. Kidding.
So, how come I forgot all these people?
You know, when you're in your 50s, you just start forgetting things.
Yes.
And I know it happens, you know, I can understand you forgetting me, you know, I'm only your son.
Yes.
But I can't imagine that you would forget your good friend Tommy DeMaio, because he's probably been on the show more than anybody.
Right, he must have been on my show like 6, 7 times.
So,
How did I forget him?
especially on this one particular show, I remember he surprised you because it was your birthday. Do you remember that one?
Oh, right.
Happy birthday, Judy.
Oh, how did you know it was my birthday? Oh, thank
Because
you.
you told everybody in the world it was your birthday. How did we know it was your birthday? Today is a
Yeah,
special
I
day
was
for you.
wondering, were you there?
Well, I was actually there
You
in
were?
spirit. I mean, now I'm glad you opened that door because I'm interviewing Judy today. I'm one of her best friends, maybe our only friend. Joke. But I know Judy for around 35 years, and she's had and has a remarkable life.
So, yes, I did have a remarkable life, and how could I forget that? I don't know.
Did you forget that you had a remarkable life?
Well, at that moment, let's just say I forgot everything.
I guess so. You know, it's good that you don't have to forget things these days because of the technology that we have now. Your good buddy Steve from the library puts all your shows on YouTube. So even if you
Yes.
forget, you can watch them on YouTube. And I know Steve is a good friend of yours as well. Somebody else has been on the show, right?
Stephen Dino Spataro. He is a wonderful, wonderful guy. And I did a show with him. How could I forget that?
I don't know. Let's see what he had to say.
Well, we had Charlotte Krupp in June. She had a book called How Not to Look Fat, and it was extremely well attended.
Yes, I'm
And
sure.
We actually have footage of that on our library YouTube. But we've had such a variety of author talks. We had Tom Clavin spoke about his book, One for the Ages. It was about the Masters competition, golf.
Yeah, he was on my show.
In Augusta in '86, and We had Dr. Lou Gross. He spoke about his semi-biographical novel, Montauk Tango. And we've had quite a variety. We had Jeffrey Sussman. He spoke about his book, No Mere Bagatelles, which was about Judith and Gerson
Yeah,
Lieber.
yes. As a matter of fact, Judy's supposed to come on my show. I have to call her. I remember that.
That author talk was very, very well attended.
And do you also sell books at that time?
The authors are very welcome to bring their books, and they could sell them, and they sign them, and the people enjoy that.
Yes.
We had recently Sylvia Lara. She had her book Savoring the Hamptons. And see, you never know if it's a food book, because sometimes, like Sylvia brought crackers with caviar and shiitake mushrooms with her.
Yeah, because she has a cooking column in the paper.
And Dan's, right. And everybody enjoyed the crackers.
Yeah.
And Dr. Gross, he's a dentist in the city, but he owns the Gig Shack out in Montauk. So when he did his talk, he brought some desserts from the 668, the Gig Shack, which were delicious. They went right like that.
Yes.
But for the author talks, I usually put out refreshments. I put out drinks and popcorn and.
So.
Okay, well, I don't know how I could forget Stephen. I mean, he's fabulous.
And puts all, what do you have, like 200 of your shows, of your 268 now shows on YouTube, something like that?
Yes, and he put that on for me. I mean, he's a fabulous guy,
and
very talented.
He works with somebody else at the library who I know was a guest of yours, right?
Yeah, he works. Dennis Fabiszak, he's a director, yes, and he's wonderful. He was on my show.
See, you forget all these people. Now we have the people from the library, first Steve and now Dennis.
Yes, Dennis.
I started working in libraries when I was 17 years old.
Really?
So I've now been in libraries for 24 years. I've worked in the Mastic Library, I've worked in the Smithtown Library, the Hampton Bays Library, and finally I found myself in East Hampton.
And how did you get that first job in the library? Was it like a summer job from school?
Yeah, after-school job, working in high school, putting books on the shelf, helping people with photocopies.
Did you find that job yourself, or your parents helped you?
I found it myself. Yeah.
Wow, that tells a lot about you.
Yeah.
Yes, and you earned some money?
Yeah. It was the kind of the time when you had to pay your own way, and if you wanted something, you had to, work for it. And my parents were big believers in having me work for what I wanted to get, so I would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's very good. What did your father do, or what did he do?
My father retired from Suffolk County working for Child Protective Services, and he's relocated to Virginia, and now he's a massage therapist and loving life. And him and my mother purchased a 12-acre piece of property, and now they have donkeys and fruit trees, and they're living in the country, and they really love it there.
So I don't see how I could forget Dennis. He's such charming. I find him extremely handsome.
Well, and you forgot a guy like that. And somebody else who you forgot is now a star, right? I mean, I know the next thing we're going to look at is with, there are a cast of people. They're promoting, I guess, was it a play that they were doing?
Oh, the Red Herring, yes,
right.
They were.
And so I know we don't know the names of everybody who is in this next clip, but one of them
is Michael Nathanson, who is becoming a real important star in Hollywood.
A real legitimate star you're talking about.
Yes.
And here he was, just a regular guy talking on the show, and now he's, what's the name of he's in a movie now?
It's Side Effects.
So.
Yes, I mean, I always thought he was extremely talented.
Good eye for that.
Yes.
So he's with a bunch of people discussing this play, at the time, Red Herring, and
Red
I guess he's
Herring.
going to be the youngest guy there.
The best looking.
The best looking one will be Michael
Yes.
Nathanson.
How much time did you put into rehearsing so far?
Oh, we've done a lot. This is our third week, and we're rehearsing, about 4 or 5 hours a day. We've been in the theater this week.
I think
many
this
days
is
a
actually
week?
our fourth week.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many days a week?
We've been doing in the beginning it was about 4 to 5 days, and now it's been 5 to 6 days a week. So it's
4 hours.
for about 4 hours at a time. But like I said, because you have to deal with 6 actors playing 18 characters in so many scenes,
Well, no,
it's like
that's
directing 18
wonderful.
actors in
Yeah.
a sense. So
Not
it's
to mention all the costumes and props and
it's-
odds and ends and all that.
Isn't
My job is to
isn't
simplify.
it difficult to find actors to spend so much time for rehearsals?
It's difficult to find actors, certainly talented actors like we have.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're very blessed to have an extremely talented cast. So they're just all like artists that take, if the words were paints, they're able to transpose them to a beautiful painting. So we're very fortunate to have them.
And everyone in our cast has done a lot and has worked professionally for a number of years, and so they bring a lot of experience and maturity and talent to this project, and it's really across the board an amazing ensemble. Definitely, I just want to
And
reiterate that.
you are in the union?
I am. I'm in the Actors Equity, and I'm also in SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild.
The 3 of the 6 members of the cast are in Actors Equity. Yeah.
And what are your plans for this play after it finishes at Guildhall?
No plans at the present.
Broadway.
We're going to Broadway.
Feature films, the usual.
No, I'm talking about this particular play, Red Herring.
It would be nice to move it somewhere, but right now.
Yes, so how would you go about moving it?
Well, this is something that needs to be done in advance. Speaking to other theaters and try to move it into another theater, possibly doing a swap where Red Herring would come to their theater and possibly their show would come to Guildhall. But that's a lot of work and
Right now, we're hoping
lot
for
of work.
We'll have
Right
a
now,
very
we just need
successful
to-
run
You
here.
seem to be very good at working things out.
yeah. Well, it's 24 hours a day practically. So I just like to get this one up and then worry about the next
Well,
one.
you have to hire somebody.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, I'll be very happy to help you with
Well,
this.
thank you.
Yes, I mean, I would tape it and I would send it to all over TV stations and let people see it and follow up. Everything you do, you have to follow up. If you don't follow up, they're not going to contact you, in my experience.
It's true.
This business is hard. It's a very tough business, and you just have to persevere. And
And it's all about relationships in this business, and it's very much about who you know and how well you get along with everybody, and that's
Yeah.
a very important
Just
part
make
of
sure
it.
you don't antagonize anybody.
And you really
that
can't,
comes with the territory, though.
and you really can't let go of it.
Jonathan Peters is who brought all this. He was the producer.
Okay, so I'm just
that
saying
was-
that girl could be, she's pretty enough, she could be famous, don't you think?
Right, and it was Jonathan Peters.
But Michael Nathanson was the guy who
The
you had your eye
director.
on
Yeah.
for a long time because, you were wearing short pants there, you had a little
Yeah.
different hair. It's like we
Yeah.
get to see Mom through the ages.
Yeah.
And it's really neat for me to think that you had somebody who was a legitimate star on your show before he was a star. So
Right.
anybody who ever wants to be on this show, just think, Michael Nathanson. Michael
Yeah.
Nathanson, we had that. So that's pretty good.
Right.
So we should drink to that. Michael Nathanson
Okay.
and
Yes,
famous people on the show. This is your 269th show.
Wow.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
Mom, Judy.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, okay.
Okay.
You can call me
You'll
Jeff.
never forgive me. You'll never forgive me for forgetting you. And who else did I forget?
Well, I'll tell you somebody who you didn't forget. The guy who we hear every week at the beginning of your show, who is a very good friend of yours, Lee.
Lee Davis. Yes, how could I? I even interviewed him.
And I remember one time Lee was trying to steal your job because actually I was in a play, as you remember, here in the
Yes.
Hamptons back at the end of 2011, and your guest that day was one of the guys I was in the play with.
Right.
And so Lee, trying to take away your job, decided he was going to do the interview. So this was Lee interviewing Colby.
Right.
And what's your name?
Colby Herbst.
Colby Herbst.
Yes.
And you're Judy's guest today?
Yes.
What do you do?
Well, I'm an actor.
You're an actor.
Yes.
You're a pretty young actor.
I just got out of high school.
Just got out of high school?
Yes.
Where did you go?
West Hampton Beach.
Uh-huh. Where, you going to go to college?
No, I'm taking a break to do various shows, and then I plan on doing an internship.
Terrific. Terrific.
Really funny.
So that was Lee.
Yeah, that
So-
was, he's a terrific guy. He introduced most of my shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Judy.
Judy, yes, yes. And
So-
now everybody calls me Judy, 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 like he does. He even thinks he looks like Cary Grant,
Oh, the original actor who made that line famous,
supposedly.
supposedly.
Yes.
Well, I know we saw an actor who has made it a while back in Michael Nathanson, and I know the next three people who you interview, me being one of them,
Yes.
the other two are stars in the making, my two children.
I don't see how I possibly forgot that.
So-
They came in from Texas just to be on my show.
You know, the budget was big. You gave them a nice stipend for appearing, and
Yes.
they're my kids, and I'm very proud of them. And I think you get to
Yes.
hear them sing a couple of songs, at least one of them. Maybe if we have time, we'll hear two of them. But without further ado, here are my children, Jordan, my son, and my daughter, Mcartney, along with me and Mom.
Well, one of the things you're going to do on my show is to sing. And you play the ukulele, and you're going to sing, Mcartney. Okay, let's do the first song.
You have a beautiful voice.
And I heard you sing before, and okay, so can you pick it up?
Hello, Jordan.
I thought
Stop
you
staring at yourself. Stop staring at yourself. Stop staring at yourself.
And Mcartney, what are you going to perform? What are you going to do?
Price.
What?
No, price soul.
Price tag. What is that?
Okay, Hey Soul Sister by Trade.
Ooh, I know that song. That's a good song. I didn't know you guys knew that.
Yes, you do.
Cool.
Hey, hey, hey. Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind. Your sweet moonbeam, the smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one I have decided was one of my kind. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mister on the radio? Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight. Hey, 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 just in time. I'm so glad you have a one-track mind like me. You gave my life direction, you gave show love connection. We can't deny. I'm so obsessed. My heart is bound to be right out my untrimmed chest. I believe in you like a virgin, you're Madonna, and I'm always gonna wanna blow your mind. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mister on the radio? Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, single thing you do tonight.
Oh, that was very, very. Oh, they are just adorable. How could I forget?
You know,
them?
that was a year ago.
Yes.
And I don't want to date this too much, but in 1 year, they have improved so much from that, from what you just saw, from what we just saw. They auditioned for, I don't know if we're allowed to say the name of the show.
Yeah.
America's Got Talent.
Yes.
And out of like 3,000 kids in San Antonio where they live, they were the only ones that were written about or on TV. And they find out at the end of this month if they actually made it onto the show.
Wow,
And,
they certainly
But
are
I mean, it just
adorable.
they improved so much just from that. So
Of course, we are not prejudiced.
not at all. I mean,
No.
I'm certainly not. But, you know, we could show them the rest of the show if it were up
Yeah.
to me. But I know we want to get to a couple more people, and there's somebody who I don't know much about, but she looked very interesting when I was looking at her. The clip that we're going to show of her. Her name is Daniella.
Daniella Rabbani, she's a superstar on the Yiddish theater.
On the Yiddish, yeah, that would make a lot of sense because I think she's doing a Yiddish accent here, complaining about her feet or something like that.
Oi, die Füße legt hier mir wei, a ganzen Tag ich räum in ihr Gei. Oi, die Füße legt hier mir wei.
Oh, God. That was really good. A lot of eyes again.
Oh, die Fabiszak, my feet, they're killing me. Oh. Yeah, she was a funny character.
Yeah, she's great. She's such a sweet girl.
And that's her thing, Yiddish acting.
Yiddish acting. I just offered her a role in my play if she could find me a producer.
Okay.
She said she will let me know.
Ay, ay, ay. My
Yes.
goodness. All right, so maybe we should drink to that. I don't know. We have one more guest.
Yes.
One more to
One
round
more.
out the
I
show,
don't
and you
know
said
how
he's
I
a.
could possibly forget him. He's a Tony Award winner from Call Me Madam. And God bless him, he's still around. He lives around here.
Maybe you should say his name.
Russell Nype.
Russell Nype. And it
Yes.
ends with the two of you kind of singing together.
That was one of my favorite songs.
My son and my granddaughter,
Oh, me
and, you know, that
too.
thing.
Me too.
Because I'll be fine, you know. I'm only have a few more,
But let me ask
few
you
more years
something.
and I'll be finished.
What would it help that you worry? How would it help the situation?
If I worried?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in worry. There's no.
But you just said you worry about your son.
Oh,
and
about them. Well, like,
Yeah.
let's say I'm concerned about their
Yeah,
future.
right.
Because in my lifetime, it can't be so terrible. The whole, well, you know, who knows? But
Oh,
I
maybe
worry
another
about their,
20,
their
30
future.
years.
I think about their future, but as far as I'm
Don't you think
concerned,
you'll be around 20, 30 years?
Beg your pardon?
Don't you think you will be around in 20 and 30
I doubt
years?
it. I doubt it very much.
No. People live
I doubt it
long
very
now.
much. Yes, well, I still play tennis 3 times a week. I play all
See
summer
that?
long. I'm out there, and I love playing tennis. And
you are healthy?
Yes, yes. I
So,
don't take any
that's-
pills or anything.
Well,
And
that's
my
one-
only thing I take is vodka at 5 o'clock.
Oh.
I believe in him. And as a matter of fact, it's really marvelous. You picked up the paper, and there's the other day was another article that said a person over 65 should have at least 2 drinks a day.
Is that
I was
right?
all for that. Not during the daytime. 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Not before 5 o'clock. Before dinner. And they say it's very good for you.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad they think so. And I just go along for my health, you see.
Did you write them a letter? How much you appreciated what they said?
No, I don't. I've never written anybody any letters. No
No?
fan letters for me. No.
I used to write fan letters, but I don't. I don't do a lot of things what I used to do.
Well, we can grow up and not bother doing it either. You know.
Yes. Yes.
I sometimes wonder when I see the shows that are so successful. It turns out that, on television particularly, the shows that are the most successful, I never watch. I just find them
Yeah.
boring. I think that
I hate to say that, but me
yes,
too.
I think the
watch
shows that are
reruns.
watched by all these millions of people, I don't happen to have the taste of millions of people, which may be unfortunate, but it's just true. I just I will watch all the political things. I love to watch them, and that's about it on television.
Well, we ran through all these pictures and a lot of things, and the half hour's just gone.
Well, that's good.
So for an encore, I think, well, first I want to thank you for coming. And I want to thank Evan and Lee and all my underwriters. And I think we could go out with singing that song.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know.
Would you mind?
I hear singing and there's no one there. I smell blossoms and the trees are bare. All day long I seem to walk on air. I wonder why, I wonder why. You better sing a little of Ethel's part.
Okay. You don't need analyzing, and it's not so surprising that you feel very strange but nice. Your heart goes pitter-patter, and I know what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Bye.
Nice job, Mom. Who was that lady with the red hair we were just watching?
Yeah, I was wondering. Now I'm blonde.
Go figure.
Yeah, well, I keep changing the color of my hair.
You know, this was an incredible task, and Lena Terjopovic, did I say that right? And
Yes.
Michael Dickerson did an incredible job putting all of this together, and we're so grateful to them for all they did for this show, which is very difficult to
I just want to
produce.
say, Jeff, you did a wonderful job, and I just want to say he's available. All those gorgeous girls. He has very talented and with two beautiful children. So don't forget to call in. We'll talk to anyone.
It's like a dating show now. It's become.
Yes. And I'm just so happy I was able to do this show with you, and we could do some more like this.
We'll wait for another
all
268.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. And of course, this heart came from Tommy DeMaio, and the rings. He's always supplying me with gifts.
So we should say attire.
What?
Attire, Tommy DeMaio.
Attire by Tommy DeMaio. Yeah, and he used to have a boutique, and this shirt, this vest came from his shop when he had it. Yes.